I say family to Seven Rose. Always trying to always trying to bring you guys the truth. Um, hey man, I wanna just dive right into this video. Um, it's to make you guys think, man. I don't know. I've always asked. I used to ask. I don't ask them anymore. I used to, um, from all these great thinkers. How do we come together without a tragedy? How can Black people, in particular, come together without a tragedy? And I don't know if we ever going to have that freedom mindset. Um, the donation page is up, and like I told you guys, I think this would be the only time I ask you guys to share, like, and just share the hell out of the. When you guys see it, share it, man. Um, this goes out to all Black people, man. I'm not asking you guys to give up your life fortune and you know, give me all your money, man. If all of us can collectively come together and just donate $5, man, that'll be enough money for us to start our casino, to buy our lands, to protect our lands, um, to create our own schools, to create our own science labs, to create everything that we need um, for our own little utopia, um, and get away from this tyranny of this government. So, with that being said, and you guys you guys understand what I'm about. You've seen it for a little while. Um, I think more than just following tradition and just saying yes, I question everything, even as a child. I do remember questioning the Bible when I was a young dude. Never really liked church. Grew up in the church, and once I became an adult, tried to go back to the Bible and was like, I need some inspiration. I need God. I need this. I need that. And reading the book led me to um, other teachings, in particular Egyptology, because what I was reading, I just if this is, and we know that the Bible isn't the only form of religion out there that we could follow. Okay, but if this is the God that you want to serve, I have questions. I have issues with the book. I have issues with the God. I have issues with Jesus. And like I told you guys, I mean, and it's so crazy that everybody wants to challenge me and everybody wants to do this. But then once I give them, because here it is, man. I told y'all from the get go, that I don't want to do challenges. But you know, everybody was like, well, why you don't do debates? You should do debates. I said, because there's nothing to debate about. I said, here's the difference between a debate and an argument. And once I put that video out, I got no debates. I got no invitation to come on. And we don't need to have a debate. We can have an intelligent conversation. We can have a conversation where I can give you the verses of the Bible that strikes me as fucked up, weird, and just like my mom's yesterday. I don't want to talk to my moms about the Bible because the first thing she said, that's not in my book. Um, we briefly talked about. I said, Mama, God hates children. I said, kills children all the time. I said, I think his name is Isaiah. No, Isha, like a female. His name is like a female. It's Isha, I believe. I said, God killed 40 children for teasing a man. Oh um, well, back in them days when you did something wrong, God punished you at the site. I said, that's fine. I said, that's fine. But this is an all knowing, loving, as you guys like to say, loving God that is here to bring peace, but killed 40 children with two female bears for teasing a man. I say, Mama, where's your moral concept right there? Where's your moral concept right there? All I'm trying to do is get her to think. And I said to her, I say, Mama, you need to get out this book. I say, why would I follow this God? Because y'all say he's all knowing? Because y'all say he's all powerful? Well, okay, well, let me look at what he does. You killed 40 children for teasing a man. How many of you guys would be dead as a child right now? If if as little as you could do is tease somebody and die, then this is your God. You're gonna go to heaven and be he gonna be mad at you because he should have killed you long time ago. But this is your God's way of thinking. Like, I'm gonna kill you for teasing someone. I said, Mama, I said, I don't understand that. I say, you can't, I said, I said, I can't ask you. I said, Mama, if I came up to you and said, I said, you had another baby, I said, you had a brand new baby right now, right? And I said, you had maybe a 5, 6 year old, you know, and I said, Mom, I want you to go and kill your son. She said, why would I do that? I said, exactly. Why would God of your book ask his loyal servant to kill his son? I said, come on, mama. I said, there's so many things that you have to think about and just question. So, of course, ultimately she got pissed off at me because um, the conversation, when talking to my mother, and my mother is a holy roller, okay? When talking to her, it's like this. That's how she is. And I'd be like, Mama, stop. I do it to her all the time. Like, Mama, stop. Let's take one of these topics and just focus on the topic. So she was, like I said, she was all over the place, and it's hard for me to even recall it because she was all over the place so much. But she got to a point where she said, alcoholics can't get into prison. I mean, alcoholics can't get into prison. Alcoholics can't get into heaven. And I was like, well, that's probably what it is up there anyway. Uh, and I said, okay. I said that sounds good. I say, so why would your main character be an alcoholic and you follow him if alcoholics can't get into heaven? And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, Jesus was alcoholic. She said, no, Jesus liked his wine. I said, okay, he liked his wine, but he was described as a wine bibber. I believe that's the correct pronunciation. Wine bibber. I say, do you know what a wine bibber? I say, look up the definition of a wine bibber. I said, they didn't say wino back in them days. They said wine bibber. So he was alcoholic. I say, so he can't go into heaven? I said, but you follow this dude. I said, Mama, everything that you talk about, everything that you want to talk about in the Bible, I can find verses. And I said, listen, I'm giving you credit that some of the things that you say is actually in the Bible. But some of the things that you say are it's not in the Bible. Jesus came here for peace. I don't know the actual the book is in Matthew. It's in Matthew. And Jesus said, think not that I come for peace. I come to bring the sword. Think not that I come for peace, but I come to bring the sword. So I don't understand how you guys say that. And your Bible, not this is not Edwin's word, this is your Bible says the actual opposite. And oh, what did she say? She said that, oh, oh, she said, she said that Jesus was here for peace and to bring the family together. I say, now, find that in the Bible. I say, find that exact saying in the Bible. Because I can show you the exact saying that he says, think not. And he didn't say it once. I think he said it like 3 times. Think not that I come here for peace. I come to bring the sword. Think not that I'm here to do away with the commandments. I'm here to fulfill them. So, and she was also talking about grace. Now I said, Mama, that same verse says, think not that I'm here to do away with the commandments. He wasn't here to do away with the commandments. I say, so now you're following Paul, which promotes grace over the commandments. I say, so you have a contradiction in your own book right there. I said, Mama, all I'm asking you to do is think. All I'm asking you to do is think. And then for you grown, all my grown people on this page, I don't understand. How are you seeing this information and you still worshiping Jesus and God? How are you getting this information? How are you still a Hebrew Israelite? How? God cast you out of his sight forever. All the houses. Why would you claim something? And here's the kicker. And I've shared this information with you guys because I want to try to touch on everybody today. I don't want to leave nobody out. Why would you want to be a Hebrew Israelite when God turned his back on all of the seeds of Israel because you guys couldn't get right? He said you guys would never get right, man. You guys would never get right. So this is an all-knowing entity. So this whole Moses thing was a farce. It's like a distraction because I'm here for God's chosen people, chosen to be what, chosen to do what, since He's all-knowing. So He already knows the beginning and the end, right? He knows the beginning and the end. He knows what the outcome is, and He says, "You're my chosen people for what?" And see, this is what y'all don't think about. For what? What are we chosen to be? What are we chosen to do? The end result was to be slaves. The end result was to be cast out. The end result, the end result was actually the beginning because I know everything. And you want to sit here and read. What are you reading for? You can't understand, you can't even grasp the concept that God cast out all the seeds of Israel, turned his back on them. Look it up. And for anybody, that's what I'm saying. You for wherever you want to be and whatever you want to look at. I don't understand how you follow this book as a person of color, as a black man. I don't want to say person of color, as a black man. I understand Moors. I understand they use black as a derogatory term under this constitution. I understand that Moors. I understand that. I understand that. I get it. I get it that we have to stop doing that if we want to be part of this system, and we have to identify as something else. I get it. I get why a lot of people are calling themselves Indians and trying. And see, here's the thing: it doesn't matter what you. If you look like me, it does not matter what the fuck you call yourself. Prove me wrong. Show me a Moor that hasn't been in jail. Show me a Moor that hasn't been arrested. Show me a Moor or an Indian that hasn't faced some type of tyranny from this government. Show it to me, and they look like this. Show it to me. See, this is what I'm talking about. People, a lot of people, family, and this is my this hurts me to my core because a lot of people like to talk just to talk. They don't want to give you information. See, everybody in here should have a Moorish ID. Everybody that's hearing my voice should have a Moorish ID. Why I say that? Because it does give you a little freedom, and having that and having that doesn't mean that you can't elevate past that. Having religion doesn't mean that you can't elevate past religion. Some people need it. Some people need something to hold on to. I've said this to you guys time and time and time again, but guess what? None of us is meant to be stagnant. None of us is meant to be here for all of our lives. None of us is meant to be here. This is why I've done the videos, even banging on some of the conscious people because they find out a little bit of information and this is where they stop. I'm right here. I'm not gonna keep learning because I'm right here. I'm not gonna look at where my religion comes because I'm right here. I'm not gonna look at anything outside of Moors because I'm right here. They gave me some good information. They gave me some good information. I'm right here. But you don't realize that these brothers will turn on you faster than a rattlesnake on a hot summer day. You don't understand their history, their plots. You don't understand their internal war with the Phoenix and Dragon Moors. You don't understand that. So get the information and keep elevating past that shit. Keep Get the information and keep growing. Keep growing. We're supposed to evolve. We're supposed to. That's why I tell y'all. And y'all see me posted. I say there's levels to this conscious shit. It's not like, oh, I'm conscious. I know everything. Power to the people. Power, black man. Like I don't even want to use his name, but I'm gonna say this. And a very intelligent brother. But I'm gonna say this about. I'm gonna give y'all one that knows a lot, but he's not trying to elevate, and that's Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is not trying to elevate. Umar Johnson still is talking about whooping kids at his school. He's going to whoop your children. That's something the slave masters taught us. That's a discipline that the slave masters taught us. Before I was conscious, I realized whooping wasn't something that I gotta tweak. I gotta I gotta, kind of get away from because I didn't think that me beating my children was the right thing to do. Once again, you have to have kind of a open heart. You kind of have an open mind to things because you can't keep perpetuating the things that were taught upon you. My mama beat my ass, man. Now, like I said, and also I think my mother beat my ass because she was angry, because she was lost, because she didn't have control over certain situations. My mother beat my ass because I was the closest thing to her. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? So, no, I'm not going to beat my children for any and every little thing that they do. The only thing that my children, at one point, the only thing that my children got a spanking for was grades. Now, I won't even say a spanking, I'll say licks because it was, I was trying to rationalize the bullshit in my head, right? Dr. Umar is not there. Dr. Umar even went as far as saying that he has a special room that he takes the guys into and he's going to lay hands on them. That's not how you connect. Trust me, that's not how you connect. Because even me trying to rationalize giving my kids licks for bad grades didn't do anything for them. So it became more of a punishment. Give me your cell phone. No football this year. Um, Shit. Do your chores. Go to bed. Do your chores. Eat. Go to bed. Um, no TV. 100 push-ups. 100 squats. You're gonna work out. You're gonna be if you want to do something, you're gonna be great at it. Something. Read for an hour. Read for 2 hours. So because he's not elevating like that, and because we don't elevate like that, this is where we come. We come here and we don't see any growth. I think you guys can see if you guys know me or followed me or watched me, you guys can see the growth. Even with the military thing, when I told you guys, man, fuck the military. All these institutions, look, there has not been, listen to me, family. Here's another gem. There has not been one institution created or given to us that benefits black people. Not one. Not one. There has not been one entity, institution, organization created, given to us that's benefited black people as a whole, benefited black people. Let's start with some of the earliest organizations, the Sigmas, the Deltas, the Omegas, the Greek fraternities hasn't bettered us as a people. It's better. It's done good for some. The church hasn't made millionaires and created generational wealth for black people. It's helped out a few people here and there. It's turned on Sister Johnson's lights. It's helped out Brother So and so's funeral, but it's made the pastor wealthy. Black colleges. Man, look at here. I just found out some of these black colleges even named after the white slave masters. so so we know we wasn't gonna get no love from that. We're being educated, family. We're being indoctrinated into somebody else's system. Gang banging. Same thing. That's the Italians. We're following Italians. And when the Italians stop killing each other and start creating businesses with each other, we won't copy that. We want the streets. We just love the streets. What other institution we have? Sports. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all know I'm a football dude. Y'all know, y'all know I was a football dude. Y'all know my kids are football kids. Y'all know it. But come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all already know what it is. But here it is. We're indoctrinated into this shit. And it's like, what are you going to do? I got to work. I got to try to provide. I got to try to keep everything that I've got going. So what am I supposed to do? We have to start coming together for us. For us. Remember that name, for us. We got to do things for us. We got to come together for us. If we don't do this and we don't grasp this, man, we're going to be lost forever. And listen, religion people, just because you say, I'm going to take this book and I'm going to throw it in the trash, doesn't mean you lose anything. Now, it's still a choice, family. It's a choice because I've heard so many religious people say, I I love Jesus, but I don't follow the book. I love Jesus and I love God, but I don't believe in everything that's in the book. I don't understand that because the book was given to you. The book was created to introduce Jesus and God to you. But here it is, you don't believe in everything the book says, but you choose to keep following it. There's a passage which in Egyptology that if you choose to worship a god, you're supposed to worship Osiris. If you choose to. So you don't have to worship anybody. You don't have to worship anything. You give homage to people. You give homage to entities. You give homage. Now, what we're talking about is manifestation. The manifestation that you guys have done is, and like I said, I'm never going to say that your heaven isn't there for you. I'm not going to say that your hell isn't there for you because over these last 400 years, you guys have probably manifested that entity that into existence. And listen, I hope you enjoy it because you know what you're gonna be doing. You know what you're gonna be doing in heaven. You're gonna be on your hands and knees with a mop and bucket, scrubbing them pearly gates, scrubbing them golden streets. That's what you're gonna be doing. You know what you're gonna be doing in hell. You're gonna be doing whatever the hell they want to do as far as torturing you. That makes sense. So servitude or pain. That's the reality of you following this religion thing. Instead of saying, here's what I manifest. I manifest a mountain with a little snow on it, with a little river, a little piece of land, a little cottage, and my family. I'm not manifesting that bullshit that they gave y'all to go and be a servant in. Because when was this book issued? When was this book issued? That book was issued what in the 1600s, and it says, um, "As it is on earth, so it should be in heaven." And y'all want to go back to that bullshit? Come on, man. Come on, man. and look here, man. We can go back to Genesis, and I'll be like, hey, pops, man, why you doing the people like that? Man, I don't think you should be doing. I don't think you should treat the people like that, pops. Man, that's crazy, man. Why would you? Why would you, as they God, trick them like that, man? That ain't cool, man. I'm gonna get a couple of these angels with me, and man, we got to go against you, man. This is crazy. Hey, this is crazy. You are doing something wrong, man. How in the world do you have your son, the most powerful one of them all, turn against you? Because the logic of this book is crazy. The logic of this book is crazy. They wasn't smart enough to write it as a fluent story. They wasn't smart enough to give you any dates. They wasn't smart enough to acknowledge any monuments, any of the great feats that people have done over the years. They wouldn't no dates, no monuments, and then no consecutive, chain of events that make sense. Like, hey, I turned against my pops. Why? Why would I turn against my pops? Because I'm looking at my pops like, dang, pops, you gonna kill everybody again? Because because when he created Adam and Eve, he said, I want you to go out and replenish the earth. Replenish the earth. So that must mean that he'd already destroyed it and they have to repopulate the earth. Not populate the earth. This is the simple shit that I be telling y'all about, that when you read something, you have to put it like you're saying it. So here's something that I just created, and I'm telling you to go repopulate it. Why would the fuck I say go repopulate it if I just created it? How how does that even make sense to you? How does it not click somewhere in your brain and say, hey man, that ain't right? How can you repopulate something and you the first two motherfuckers on here? How can your children leave and go marry women from another town called Nod? That's all I'm asking you guys to do is think, man. Think. Get out of this shit. Keep evolving, man. Read more. Please, everybody, read. And like I said, if you guys want to, I don't know, if you want to challenge me, challenge the word. Look it up. Find these things that I'm telling you about and prove to yourself and me that that's not in the book and that it is incorrect. And if it's incorrect, that means somebody's lying and it ain't me. All right, man. We went long enough, man. Um, Once again, the donation page is for us. It's on. I keep forgetting the little. I had to do a different app, y'all. I couldn't do the Cash App thing anymore because, like I told y'all, they took the money. They actually they didn't take the money. I don't know what they did. I hope they refunded the money back, but they um they closed down the account. So it's for us on Free Funder, and I know it's gonna be. Look, man, I had these donation pages for the last 4 years, and I think the I only no I don't think I know I only raised $15, so I'm not in no hurry, man. I'm not in no rush. Get the word out. Follow me. Follow my content. Um, Go to my YouTube page. It's Edwin Rose. Um, Follow me on Facebook. Um, these videos about coming together and all the black people, I want you guys to start sharing them. I want you guys to start sharing them, man. Especially the ones that we're trying to build. If you got the free funder, go to it. Its name is For Us, and hey man, $5. Challenge your family and friends, man. I'm not asking for all your money in your pocket. I'm not asking for 10%. $5. Okay, if all of us gave $5, we would be able to build this casino, buy our properties, protect ourselves, and get complete sovereignty. So you brothers, here's something else for all you brothers that you guys know law so well. Um, so here's my plan. I'm gonna give it to you guys. So we have to claim sovereignty. We have to create your sovereign name. We have to form a trust, and we must operate as a foreign entity. And we have to also operate our community is for a special segment of the population. So I know what I need to do, but I need to get it on paperwork the right way so we can move and operate in complete sovereignty. And for anybody that on here that you guys any mores or whatever you like the ideas that I've been talking about, hey man, reach out to me because I don't know if each individual would have to do this process or if I could do the process and then once they join, let's just say we'll look at it like a church. Once they join the church, they become an automatic member and they automatically are under sovereignty. So I just need to know all these little details, okay? So if anybody know you want to help sit down with me, man, and help me put this together, please hit me up. All right, hotel.